Here I am at 7:30. So we are going. We're going to go fishing as soon as I get everything kind of organized here. This is Scooter. Good morning. Thank you for the good luck charm already. I am about an hour earlier than I expected, but hopefully I got my honey hole here and they're going to bite it. I think I will move back a little bit. Got to get just the right angle here, you know? I think that might be a little better. I'm about 10 feet away from the rod yakking with them dogs. Good morning. I got my poles all baited up, and I'm going to throw them in there in just a second. Gotta get a little more height here to my tripod. And there's always minor adjustments here at the end. Always some minor adjustments. That's a little better, huh? Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, I like that. Bank fishing with Jim. Good morning. And we are live at almost an hour earlier than I expected. Let me go through my rods, and I got the first rod chicken liver, second rod chicken gizzard. Never tried that before. And the third rod has a chunk of chicken. So we're going to find out what they like this morning and move in that direction. Here we go. Current? I don't know if that's the current on the first rod or the bite here. Let's see. Fish on. Fish on already. That didn't take long. It's on the river. Other rods are moving too. I don't know what the hell. That was quick. That was on the river. Nice channel trap. I'm leaving the net. See what I can do here. There we go. quick. Take that long at all. A second to get the hook out. Come on, you. There it goes. Yeah, I hear you. Anyway. First one. My foot is first one of the morning. He's a beauty, isn't he? A beautiful color. Beautiful color. I'll talk to you if you want. Say something. Hi, folks. All right, back in he goes. That was quick. The liver's still in good shape now. That was a darn pretty catfish, wasn't it? That was a nice catfish. What was the line in there for 10 seconds? Oh man. Hey everybody, I don't know who's all in here, but thanks for coming in. As I said a minute ago or two, I got in here earlier than expected. I was figuring on 8:30, but you know me. Good morning, Travis. Did you miss it? I just got first one there. I had the line in for 10 seconds, then it started biting on it already. Fish nuggets? I don't know about fish nuggets. That was on the liver. The middle rod has chicken gizzard, and the end rod has just a chunk of chicken. Not using float, Antonio. It's more of a Carolina rig. Just a leader with a slip sinker above it. A 6/0 circle hook and 50-pound test Power Pro. That Travis, as soon as I put the lines in, it started going. I thought it was the current at first, but whew. So, good morning to everybody who's ever here at Tony's Adventures. Antonio, Travis, bank fishing, doo-da-dum. Good morning. Mason Manning, whoa. Who else is here? Rachel Lamparelli. Good morning to you. I haven't seen that name before. Thank you. Scott, thank you. And who else we got? Ed, good morning. You're fishing with your kayak. Good for you. Okay. Wow. That was quick. The Bowyer man. Well, thanks for coming in. I hope you enjoy what you see. I fish in southeast Pennsylvania along the Schuylkill River, about 20 miles upstream or so from Philadelphia. And right now we've been, for the last week or two, we've been catching a good amount of channel cats. I don't think anybody's got a flathead yet, but it's getting there. And Bowerman, thanks for coming in. You grew up in the Catskills. Oh, that's a nice area there. Unfortunately, I grew up right around here. Been fishing this river all my life. I need a cup of coffee. Yeah, as soon as I threw that rod in there, 10 seconds, it started moving. I thought the current had it, but I must have hit that catfish on the head. That was a pretty catfish. I don't know, maybe 3 pounds. But it was a pretty color, huh? Guy down Northtown got a 25-pound. That's the first I've heard of a flathead this year. But though I know the water temperature is a little above 50, so they are starting to move. I tried to get some live bait yesterday, some sunfish, and they aren't awake yet. I couldn't get one. Trout fishing with the kids. Yeah, it's what, youth day or something, Travis? Trouble with that, I've seen it before. The kids are out there, but the big people are holding the rods. Yeah, mentored youth day, that's it. Well, I hope that goes well for you. I was feeding the trout over at Cook's Glen Road off the bridge, French Creek there, a week ago. And there's 2 big palominos in there, and there's a lot of big rainbows. You probably know where I'm talking about. But, you know, limited parking. You're going to have to get there early and probably camp out. But there's some big, they put some big trout in that hole. Two big palominos just sitting there in the current doing nothing. And I was throwing bread in, and the rainbows were coming up at the rainbow. They were big. Gonna try the Unami. All right. Probably just as good. I'm gonna have to put fresh bait on that first rod because he tore that liver up, but I threw it out there just because it still looked okay. But he got on that quick. Oh, they're stocking it tomorrow? Oh man. All you guys that take your kids out and your nephews and so forth and so on, that's real good. I applaud you for doing that. Get them involved, get them loving the sport. Fishy Fingers, good morning. If you're just joining us, I got one almost as soon as I threw the rods in, probably 10 minutes ago now. I know, here goes a bite on the end rod. Maybe not. Maybe, but maybe not. Anyway, what was I talking about? I know Steve is up on the dock. I parked up there at the parking lot, and he was there fishing already. He hadn't gotten anything yet, but that could have changed by now. I don't know where Bob is today, but I have a feeling he'll be on the river. Yeah, go meet that stocking truck. That's always fun. Steve ended? I wonder why. Now he's back to burning the candle on both ends, and he's probably pretty tired. I know he was out yesterday morning, then he was out last night. I'm going to take a minute and change the bait on that first rod. So let me do that. Well, you could, but you couldn't. Well, that's what I mean that way.
Yeah, I agree.
There's some pretty big ones in there.
Yeah, there is. There's some.
I wish they would really take steps and clean the water.
What's that?
I wish they would really take steps and clean the water.
Well, you know what? It's really a lot better than it used to be, but it's still not good.
Yeah.
It is a lot better than it used to be.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
All right, see you.
Enjoy the day.
Hard for this old man to get up. I shouldn't be kneeling down. All right, fresh liver on that first rod. It should be getting a bite any minute now. Yeah, a lot of people walk on the trail. This is Schuylkill River Trail. They walk on it, they bike. Some people, you know, run their dogs on it. And for some reason, it's got pretty good, the phone picks up the sound. I gotta actually be careful when I'm doing other stuff. Water temperature is showing. Let me stick that thermometer in. Thanks for reminding me. It was 52 yesterday, and that hadn't gone too much up in a week. So let's see what we got here today. It probably hasn't gotten up too much from yesterday, but we're supposed to go up to 70 degrees today. That's going to help things out a little bit. And then I think we're going back into normal temperatures, which is in the 50s for a while, but we'll get there. Voherlocks, I wish you were fishing right now. Yeah, I know how that feels. So what conclusion did you come to marinating the chicken? Well, Ed, I've always marinated my chicken with chicken liver, and I think it's a good thing because it does seem to work. However, nothing beats plain old liver as far as I'm concerned. Paulie Wise, I'm fishing for channel catfish or flatheads if they decide to wake up. On the Philly River cast. I haven't seen that side. I watch the Schuylkill River flow to get the, how the river's acting as far as depth goes. But I haven't seen anything with the temperature, so I can believe 50 is about right. I get 52 the last couple days. We'll see what it is this morning. Bruce, good morning. As soon as I threw the rods in, I mean right away, I got one fish right away. So you have to go back a little bit to see that. Mix in a little cinnamon if you're going for flathead. Cinnamon, huh? I have not heard that little tip before. I've heard hundreds of other tips, but I've never heard the cinnamon deal. But for flatheads, when I go for flatheads, I usually use live bait or cut bait. Holden the fisherman, good morning. I've seen you around here before. Let me give you a little power there. You now have a, oh, there's a bite on the liver. Two bites. One here, one there. Fish on. Fish on. Not a big one, but a decent one for sure. Probably won't need the net. Nope. Won't need the net on this one. It's getting right up there. Hey, come on up, boy. Meet the crowd. That's a little one. See, that's the way you hold the catfish, just like that. And then you don't get stuck with these side fins they got, because they will stick you if you don't hold them right. But anyway, little one, he's talking to us. Hear him? He's saying hi, folks. Number 2, back in he goes. That's on the liver. I might have changed all the other rods to the liver.
Anything happening?
Yeah, I'm getting some.
Yeah.
Got two so far.
Are you using bait?
Yeah, liver and chicken. That's number 20 for the year. Let's see. Eddie Gross, good morning. 1 1/4. Oh, you're guessing the weight of that one? Yeah, I would think it wasn't much more than 1 1/4, 1 1/2. I'll weigh it. Well, thinking positively, I'll weigh the next one, and you guys can guess what it is. I always forget to do that. Farmer 81. This is the Schuylkill River in southeast Pennsylvania. I'm about 20 miles or so upstream from Philadelphia. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Good start. I got 2 so far. 14 that one day, 4 the next day. Oh yeah, and then I got a big one up at the dock. There goes that liver again. So that was number 21. Now we got a bite on the first rod again. The liver's getting all the action today. The other 2 rods got a chunk of chicken on one of them and a chicken gizzard on the other one. And the water temperature, I just put my thermometer in. I'm gonna pull that and we'll let you know what the water temperature is. I put it in about 5 minutes ago. I'm bragging, yeah. Hey, when you got the credentials to brag, you brag. That's all there is to it. You've been on the Sherrill Expressway. Oh, there it goes. This is bigger. This one's bigger. That liver is doing the job today, boys. I probably need the net for this one. He just got off. Well, I don't need the net. He just got off. Oh well. Oh well, it had you all excited, didn't I? Got everybody excited on that one. Sometimes that happens. See, where I'm fishing, straight out, and my other rod is upstream a little bit, and the rod that's catching them all and the liver is downstream a little bit. And that's a deeper hole there than the rest of it. And that's where those fish were there a couple weeks ago. So, put liver on all the rods. Yeah, dogs, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I should do that, but you're right. I'd probably get a triple header, but I'm gonna learn to talk. I am gonna put liver on the first rod again, freshen it up, and I think I'll put it on the second rod. And then we'll see how crazy it gets. Let's see, what am I doing here? It's harder to get up every week. Alright, so now we're going to have liver on 2 rods. I'm asking for trouble, but here we go. Alright. Now I got liver on the first 2 rods. Yeah, I've used the gauze pads. I don't like them that much. I just use that stretchy string. There goes a bite on the one I just threw in. That's probably the current. I just use the Atlas magic thread, and you just wrap it around the liver 4 or 5 times and snug it up. You don't need a knot. But yeah, I do have the gauze as well. Don't like it. I like the string much better. Da-da-da. Hey, lose them, you lose some, you win some. I don't mind losing a fish now and then. The rod on the end there is moving around, but I think it's the current. Oh, let me check the water temperature. You big snack. Water temperature is 53 degrees. Went up just a little bit from yesterday. We haven't had any warm weather for for a good week or so. So it was up to 55 there, and then it got cold again, so it went down, but hopefully now it can keep going up a little bit. Bruce, the fox den. I'm actually going to pick up the camera today after I get done fishing. get it home and do some editing, and I'll get it up there as soon as I can. I try to limit my visits to only when I'm putting the camera in and out, and I try to get in there and out of there as quickly as I can. I do not want to bother. There's a bite. I'm losing my touch. He took the liver and ran. He stripped it. Strike two, huh? Strike two. Liver in here? Definitely honey over there. Wish Steve would come down here. It's a little bit of a long walk, but it's worth it. All right. There's a nice chunk. I'll give that 2 minutes. I think it's going to play again. I caught 2 and lost 2. Oh well. This is about a half a mile downstream, and it takes me about 20 minutes to walk it, but I don't hurry. It's about a half a mile, maybe a little less, but it's close. Whisker Bent, thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Yeah, Bruce, I'm expecting to have some good stuff in there. I just hope that that the kits have been able to come out of the den for a little bit, because that's what I really want. I want video of the kits. And I think it's just about that time where they would be coming out. So we got real nice weather here. I'm going to try to get a cup of coffee down. No wind, calm water. Temperature probably in the high 50s right now. Expecting to go up in the low 70s by mid-afternoon. Next fish I get, we'll weigh them, and you all can have fun guessing. So again, that's thinking positive. However, the last couple times I was here, when they stopped biting, they stopped biting. That day I got 14 of them in 2 hours. I started at 8 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, they stopped biting, and that was it. And then the next day I got 4 in an hour. And when they stopped biting, they were done. So it's amazing how they go from a feeding frenzy to almost dormant. Hey Lee, good morning to you. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. Got 2 small ones. I'll call them small, but 2 small ones so far. Lost a bigger one, and then I just lost another one. So hopefully they keep biting. Eggo waffles. You go all the way up to the dock, did you?
Today we went almost there, but
Yeah.
we're trying to take little shorter walks with him because he's getting old.
Oh, really?
And we walk him twice a day.
Oh, yeah, good. This is a nice place for him, yeah.
Oh, I love this walk.
Yeah.
Especially now. I keep walking. Keep walking lean unless I see someone just, he doesn't care about people at all.
Yeah, apparently not, because sometimes the dog will come right over, you know, and want to say hi to you. Whoop, there goes a bite.
Will catfish sit and nibble and pull on it?
They dip a little bit. Most of the time they'll yank it and go.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Especially the flathead. The channel cats will play with it for a minute sometimes.
It's great. Have a great day.
Good, good, that's good. I brought that 3rd rod in. It was snagged up a little bit, so I pulled it up. Fishy fingers, you can't run out of syrup. You can't ever run out of syrup. I always have Have one and then another one in reserve. I love my pancakes. Whiskers bent, didn't see you come in, sorry. Good morning, thanks for dropping in. We're having some action this morning. Got two what I'll call small ones. Lost a couple bigger ones. So they've been biting. Hi folks. The bait today, sir, is strict chicken liver. When I started, I had liver, I had a chunk of chicken, and I had some chicken gizzard. I took the gizzard off a little bit ago because it didn't get any attention and I didn't really like the way it was on the hook. It's really hard to get off the hook. And then I just reeled the other one in that had a chunk of chicken on it. So the two rods that are in are the ones closest to us, and they both have liver on. But the liver has been catching everything. I got a big stick floating down. Hopefully it won't bang into my lines. Water temperature is 53 degrees. I just took that a little bit ago. Nice weather this morning. Air temperature is probably close to the same, probably in the mid 50s. No wind. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, I hope they didn't quit because they were biting almost right away when I first got here. I got here about an hour ago. As soon as I threw the first rod in with the liver on, 10 seconds later it was getting pounded. The catfish bait. Yeah, that's it. A little bite on that first rod. Go get him, baby. Had a bite on that one a few minutes ago and then it quit. I think I should put, I got 3 ounces sinkers on and they're not holding very well. So I might just change to a 4. But something's playing with that first rod. Hopefully the turtles aren't getting active. Steve was up at the dock this morning. He thought he might have had a turtle playing with his bait. Hey Lee, I'm looking, well right now I'm of course channel catfish, but got my fingers crossed for a flathead to wake up also, but mainly channel cats. And as you know, if you've been following, they get pretty big in this river. Heck of a nice day to just sit along the river and relax, waiting for my next victim. Hope you all are doing well. Spring finally got here a couple days ago, I think. There we go. Whoa. tripped the bait. Put a heavier sinker on. I'm getting the bites, but I'm not getting the fish right now. Hey, let's see, what happened there? What's going on, man? Oh shit. Tom ass, don't do that. Whoever deleted that message, thank you very much. I'll have to put a killer thing on that word. Liver, liver, liver. DA 5361, whoever you are, thanks for coming in, checking things out. Steve, if you're here, you should come down here. This is definitely the spot. I think I just saw that middle rod move. Yeah, the dough bait with anise oil is pretty good. I usually add some vanilla to that as well. And sometimes a little coriander, or whatever the heck it is. And of course, we all know about the strawberry jello trick. George Hen, good morning. Haven't seen you for a while. Thanks for coming in. Having a little action this morning. We got 2 small ones so far and a couple bites. I've been missing the last 3 bites. I've been missing it though. They aren't holding on. Stink bait. No, it's just chicken liver. DA 5361, just chicken liver. I had a chunk of chicken on one of them, and then I had chicken gizzard on another one. But right now, I'm only using 2 rods. The first 2 rods are there with chicken liver. Crappie's been on. I wish I could get a place where I can get some good crappies. You know, 10, 12 inches. Have a good little fish fry. The strawberry jello thing, you mix, well, we use it for carp and whatever, but just the strawberry jello. You mix it in with the dough bait or the pack bait, whatever you're using. Gives it some flavor, gives it some color. A lot of people use it. Ivan, yeah, got 2 small channel cats this morning. One of them right away when I started about an hour ago. Missed 3 bites so far. I had a big one hooked on. He got off. There goes the bite.
He's on. He's on.
This feels like a good one. This is a good one. Take my time with him, I won't lose him. This is a big one. It's a monster. It's Larry. Pulling a drag. We need a net man. Steve, where you at, Steve? I need a net man. Big one. He's hugging the bottom. Wonder, could it be a flathead? Oh, he's running like a flathead. Woo. He's running like a flathead. Probably a big channel. Could it be the first flathead of the year? I'll tell you what, I think it's got a good chance of being a flathead. Nah, it's a big channel. Channel cat, nice one. Nice one. We're going to use the net on this one. Woo. Come here, you. Come here, you. The people want to see you. It's in the net. It's in the net. Oh, that's a nice one. Scale out, go away. I can take some guess away. What I want to show you here is how these circle hooks work. For those of you who may not be familiar with them, the circle hooks, they're always right in the corner of their mouth. They're never down their gut. They're never in the front. They're always right in one of the corners. And you get them out by just a pretty good yank right at the shank. And they come out pretty easy. All right, take a guess. How much does he weigh? Scale set to 0. Take your guesses, folks. How much does he weigh? I'm going to call it. Everybody stop the guessing. There he is. Say hello to him. Got a bad eye. Anyway, back in he goes. I'll get there in a minute. We'll see who got the right weight. We'll get everybody kind of over-guessed a little bit. Because they look bigger on camera than they really are sometimes. He was. Let's see who guessed right. Well, y'all, some of you are pretty close. Let's see, we got we got a lot of guesses is what we got. It was 7.6, so we got a 7.5 from Dogs. 7, 6, 7, 10.5. Karen Hall, thank you. 7.5, pretty good there, Lee. 7.2, Ivan, for good guess. 9.4. Two amigos, yeah, I've caught plenty of walleyes. Not in this river, but other places. All right, let me get the bait back on that rod and get it back in there. Let's get another one. 7.6, folks. Woo. That was a good one. Yeah, the other rods aren't doing nothing. One spot here. Down river a little bit. Don't know why. About the bottom of it. Take that Atlas magic thread and I wrap it around the liver 5, 6, 7, 25 times and pull it snug and it keeps the liver on. Back in we go. Get ready for number 4. Steve, if you're still watching, man, you need to take a walk down here. They're biting down here, baby. Let's see what I miss here, folks. We should get another one in a minute. Oh, Lee, yeah, you have a little bit more experience there. Anthony, I guess you're telling somebody I'm retired. Oh, here comes a neat-looking dog. Wow. Hi. Morning. What kind of dog is that?
Labradoodle.
Oh, yeah. I always forget the name of them, but they're so neat.
Thank you. Come on, Bubba.
A Labradoodle. Hey, you're not one of the commercial fishermen selling the catfish to KYP lakes. Oh my gosh, here we go. Can you legally have 3 rods in Maryland? I don't know. We can have 3 in Pennsylvania, and that's where I'm at. Blue cat, I would love to get on a river that has some blue cats. I'd love to get down there and get a couple of them big boys. This is Pennsylvania. This is southeast Pennsylvania, the mighty, wait a minute, the mighty Schuylkill River in southeast Pennsylvania. We're about 20 miles upstream from the beautiful town of Philadelphia. I expect that first rod to start bouncing any minute now. Yeah, they'll be able to head up the Susky until they hit a dam that doesn't have a fish ladder, then they'll be done. Fishing with Steve, what did you just say there? God, I missed it. How come something about you're fishing tonight and before the storm comes? Yeah, it's going to rain later, but man, they are biting down here though, Steve. 7 rods in Oklahoma? Oh, God. Well, you should come down here, Steve. This is the hot spot, man. You know, I throw straight out, I don't get nothing, but if I throw a little downstream, that's where the fish are. There must be a deeper hole or something there. Where's Bob at? Do you know? Have you seen Bob go live yet? It's raining. You know what? In Minnesota, I was looking at the radar this morning, and I saw that was a nasty storm that blew through Minnesota there, up along the Twin Cities and out that way. That was a nasty looking storm. Yeah, switch back to livers. Good idea, Steve. I don't think the flatheads are moving just yet. Give them another couple weeks. I went to try to get some sunfish yesterday. I wanted to get a couple live sunfish over in the canal, and they're not even awake yet. Almost time for apple pie. I think Steve had a turtle. They're a huge problem in Maryland, huh? Ah, yeah, that was me. I drove by and honked. I don't think he knew it right away, but... He ought to be going live any minute now. Usually goes about 9 o'clock. Hey, appreciate everybody coming in here and seeing what we're doing, or what I'm doing. I'm just playing with the channel cats, and they've been pretty cooperative this morning. Got 3 on the bank and missed about 3, I think. But keeping me busy. Oh yeah, I've been... myself and Steve, Bob, scooters, and sometimes even Skeeter comes all the way down here and fish. So we're all kind of close. Bob is a little more diversified than me and Steve. Me and Steve pretty much go for the cats, but Bob can be fishing for anything at any given day. I'm thinking about it, Sean. I'm thinking about the apple pie. It's sitting right there in my red wagon. I stopped, if you're talking about yesterday there, Fishy Fingers, I stopped by to see him for a minute or two. I don't like to break into his live too much, so I just basically say hi and chat for a minute or two and get out of there. Okay, fish, anytime. I put a big, nice chunk of liver on that first rod. That ought to be doing something. I only got 2 rods in. The third one's just sitting there. I don't need to have 3 of them in right now. Roy Williams, it's kind of what I'm doing. The first rod you're looking at is downstream a little bit. The middle rod I usually try to throw straight out, but the current ends up taking it down anyway. Grumpy Bass, good morning to you. Thanks for dropping in. We're having a pretty good day today. Got a couple small ones, got a pretty big one. Missed a few, so the action's been, I'll call it hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. Good morning from Maine. Oh, Wrangley. Hey, I did check out the lake up where you were talking to me about the other day, and we did look at that. A couple weeks ago, we were looking up in that area. We've kind of changed direction at this point, although I don't know what direction it is. My wife is in charge of it, and she can be looking up near the Canadian border one day and down near Bar Harbor the next. So I don't know what the heck she's doing, but I let her do it. Oh, Bob's on the member side. Is he on the river? Bruce, is he on the river, do you know? Yeah, I know he goes members once in a while just to be able to do some special stuff, some secret special stuff. I'm sure you will figure it out. Yeah, Rangeley, she will figure it. She'll figure it out. She'll say, okay, here's 3 or 4 places she picked out, and then we get together and we pick one. So we'll never know, but when we do figure it out, I'll let you know. Flathead Love, can't get out the fish. Tim's saying hello from California. Fishing, hey Tim, the fishing's going good today. I got 3 on the bank, and I think I missed 3. A couple of them were on the small side, and one of them was almost 8 pounds, a little over 7. Getting some good bites this morning, good action. But thanks for coming in all the way from California. But it's a really nice day on the river for sure. Really nice. Got a good crowd in here in the chat this morning. You're a catfish from last night. I tried McDonald's breakfast sausage. Caught my limit on blues. I've heard crazier stuff than that, man. People use all kinds of stuff for for it. Who's this? Miss Q60? This one, got a good. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're getting some good action this morning on the river. Any more 17 pounders? No, I don't think so, Tim. That one might stick for a while. That was a good fish. From the Ukraine, thank you very much for coming in all the way on the other side of the world. Wow, Peru. Okay, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but thank you. I can't tell I'm not a member. It just says, oh, yeah, that's right. It's members only. All right. I forgot. You got to be a member to follow him today. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to camping this weekend and fishing and hiking. So next time, yeah, let you know how big a fish and catching if I catch. Miss Q, I hope you have some luck. I hope you have some good weather for camping. It's always fun camping, but it's always nicer if you have good weather. If it turns on you and it gets crappy, then it makes it a little bit uncomfortable. How you doing? Hi. Camping in a trailer. Oh, okay. Well, that's a little better than tent. I've been camping a few times in a tent in the downpours, and not necessarily a good time at that point. But yeah, if you're in a camper or a trailer of some type, you got a little bit of peace and quiet and safety. Anyway, we're having a good chat today, folks. We're catching some fish, having a good chat. Looks like a lot of people are hanging out, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Whether you come in for 1 minute or 1 hour or the whole live, I appreciate you being here. Good to have you. However, I haven't had a bite for what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? What happened? What the heck happened? Did they turn off already? Because when they turn off around here, they turn off. They just, like hitting the light switch on and off, biting real good, and then they just quit. 10-person camp. It literally was terrible because my brother, oh man. That don't sound like fun, miss. Okay, I'm just getting the indication that my battery's getting low. So I got to take a minute and hook up the old charger. So I'll be busy doing that for a minute or so, folks. Oh, when you were kids, okay. Miss Q60, where are you from? If you've told me before, I do forget. I get Tony. I got 3 on the bank today. I also missed 3 that I had hooked and they didn't hang in. So we're having some action right now. It's a little slow all of a sudden. Nothing happening, but they had been biting pretty good until you got here. Don't take that personal. I'm just kidding you. Yeah, United States, I know that, but where at in the United States? Come on, be a little more specific. In the United States. That's like saying the world. Do you know what the water temperature is? Yeah, Tony, I took it a little bit ago. It's 53 degrees. Well, the states that start with an L, there's not that many that start with an L, is there? There's Louisiana. That's probably a pretty good guess. You know a better place where they're hitting. Yeah, let me get this Get this hook. Hang on, folks. There's the sky. I'm getting my power hooked up. Okay. Zardo, you know a better place where they're hitting. No, I don't. This is about the best spot in the world right now, as far as I'm concerned. Down in Louisiana, where the gators are, I watch that swamp. What's that show called? Swamp Guys or Swamp People or Swamp something. Catching those gators. Well, I don't necessarily have too many ponds around here I can fish. I like fishing the river and I like fishing the bigger lakes. Here come some more people up in back of me. Hi. What kind of dog is that? Oh wait, I know. It's a Labradoodle. Thank you. Yeah, he's so neat. So looking.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
Yep. You too. Oh, the bite has slowed down, definitely. What happened to it? That's how this place is. You get the positive vibe, conversation. Fishing was good. Got 3 so far, missed 3. But right now, this place, the bite will turn on and it'll turn off. And right now it's turned off. I haven't had a bite for a good 15, 20 minutes. Swamp people, that's it. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for telling me. It's that show's a little repetitive. You know, they hook it, they grab the rope, they fight a little bit, and they yell, shoot him, shoot him. And they finally shoot him and the water shoots up in their face and they drag him in the boat. And that gets a little repetitive sometimes, but it's still pretty good. Timothy, I don't know, I got fresh bait on there. I'm gonna check that middle rod. Gasoline prices. Oh hell, $3.58, that's cheap, man. Wherever you're at, that's cheap. Don't complain about that. I heard it's like $8 in California, it's $4 around here. So if you're getting it for $3.58, do not complain. And if you don't know why the price of gas is getting up so high, you're probably better off. 309. Where are you at, Fishy Fingers? 309. There's a bite on that first rod. bigger, putting a 4-ounce sinker on this one because the current's moving a little bit. I missed that one. That rod jump. Yeah. The bait right off. That was pretty exciting. We're yuck. Threw that one out in the hot spot. So we'll get something there in a couple seconds, couple minutes. That was fine. Anybody guess what I have in here? Anybody guess what my snack is? Anybody taking a guess as to what I'm having for a snack? What's it gonna be? All right, enough talk about gas. Yeah, we're getting bites. Time to get some chicken livers. Anyway, tasty cake time, tasty cake pie. As soon as I open this, I'll probably get a bite. Sardines? No. I haven't tried them, but you know what, Travis? Oh, wait a minute, that's somebody else. Zardo. No, it's an apple pie. It's an apple pie. Apple pie. Taste cake apple. Anyway, sardines. That's, you know what? I might try that for cut bait. I'll bet that might work good. It's the first time anybody ever mentioned sardines. I might try that next time because I got some at home. Fishy fingers. I need another cup of coffee to have an apple pie. And we should be getting a bite any minute now. Greek sardines. I don't know the difference between a Greek sardine or any other sardine. I didn't know there was a difference. I know D Worthy 9306. Yep. The tasty cake makes the best apple pie. Sure. That's one of my things here. If you do follow me, you'll know that I usually have a tasty cake apple pie. Because it is my favorite snack. Come on, fish, let's get another one. There it goes. Got a bite on that first rod. I just saw it jump. Maybe not. Maybe it was my imagination. Yeah, I figured the Greek sardines are from Greece, but I didn't know there were different ones. You know, Jackson, I think you're right. They will probably fall apart because they don't stay long, but I might be able to keep them on the hook with my magic string that I use for the liver. I'll have to check it out next time. Okay, Zardos, you can quit yelling. We can hear you fine. Just talk normal. You're hurting my ears, man. Hell yeah, DK77. Hello to you. Thank you for coming in. We were having a great chat. We're catching some fish. And we're just having a good old time. Okay, Zardo, see if you can take it off of all caps. Because we can hear you. Your caps are locked. Take them off. Well, we got 3 so far. And I think we missed 4 of them. Had a good one, had a good big one hooked. And he got off. The other ones I missed, they just grabbed the bait and took off with the bait. Damn, this apple pie good. Combine the apple pie with a little bit of coffee and some nice weather, and what more could you ask for? Maybe another bite. Hell yeah, DK77. Hello, hello, hello. Any of you folks that are in here that haven't been in here before, remember if you go to if you have a YouTube channel, let me put it this way. If you have a YouTube channel, you can go to my channel, pick out any video. Got a lot of good videos on there. Leave a comment. When I get home, I'll check all the comments. And when I see your comment, then I can get to your channel, check out your stuff. And if I like it, I'll subscribe. Oh my God. See ya. Bye. Had enough of that guy, whoever he was. Yakking with the dogs. Somebody told me today, earlier this morning, somebody got a 20-pounder down near Philly the other day. But up around here, no, we're still waiting for one of us guys to catch the first one. However, we aren't really fishing. We're not using the really good bait for flatheads. I usually like to use live sunfish. Let the water temperature get up to about 60 and I think we'll start seeing them. Come on, fish, how about a bite? Well, they were biting hot and heavy when I got here, and they've slowed down a little bit now. They aren't totally done, but it's slowed down a little bit. But anyway, yeah, the flathead, I forget who it was back a little while ago. Somebody said somebody got one down near Philly. But up here, we just really aren't fishing for them yet. A couple guys are using cut bait, which will usually work, but nothing yet. Gee Getz, this is the Schuylkill River in southeast Pennsylvania. This river goes all the way down to Philadelphia. We're about 20 miles upstream. Fish guts for bait, no. Nope, I haven't tried fish guts. I often wondered if, when you catch yellow perch this time of year, they're full of eggs. And I often wondered if the eggs would be a good bait. The temperature, Tim, is 53. I took it a little while ago. A week or two ago, it was 55. Then it got cold and went down to 50. Last couple of days, it's been 52. And now it's 53. So that's what we need. We need a gradual rise in water temperature. And that gets the fish going. When it gets cold and the water temperature goes down, that has a tendency to turn them off. Fish guts. More smell and good action. I appreciate everybody putting out their secret baits and secret things to use for bait and stuff like that, but it's tough to beat chicken liver, it really is, at least for channel cats. And as far as flathead goes, it's tough to beat live sunfish or cut bait trout. Come on, ready for a bite here. They were biting hot and heavy there. I got here around 7:30. They were biting pretty good right away, and it's slowed down a little bit now, but I wouldn't say it stopped. More folks walking the trail.
Catching today.
We're catching a few.
That's a good day.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, I do the same thing. Why are you cutting off the dorsal fin? Let me ask you that. Hell yeah, thank you very much. But dogs, what are you cutting off the dorsal fin for? What's the reason? I need to know the reason why you're doing that. When I use them for cut bait, I usually cut the dorsal fin off, but not on the live ones. It helps them swallow it easier. Yeah, you would think so, but you know the fish take it head first. The fish, there's a bite. He going. We'll get back to that in a minute, though. We got this one. Oh, he's off. He got off. That's the fourth one that got off. Need a bigger hook, don't I? Need a bigger hook. I got 6s on. I want to put an 8 on, I guess. That's strange. That is strange. I'm getting the fourth or fifth one that got off. I lost count. I'm not forcing them. Not forcing them in, they're just getting off. Why is that? What's the deal? Okay, liver, ooh, here's a nice chunk. Why are they getting off? Somebody tell me. What's your guess? Here we go. Back out. Now, why are they getting off? I'm not doing anything different than I did on the first 3, but now the last 4 have gotten off the hook. Time traveling. I'm not using lures. I'm using, what am I using? Chicken liver. Anyway, we're talking about the sunfish cutting off the dorsal fin. The fish take it head first, and they take it that way because when they swallow it, it makes the fins fold down. They don't take it tail first. They always turn it around and go head first. However, I agree, it probably would make them a little bit easier to swallow, but I don't think it has a big issue. But if you want to cut them off, cut them off. Is it hitting it a bit too early? Well, Tim, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I got 6s on there, and I've been doing real good with the 6/0 hooks, but and when I'm fishing for flatheads, I'll go to an 8 or a 10. But I haven't lost this many fish for a long time. I mean, today I lost, that's at least the third one that I actually had hooked and got off. So I don't know, but I've had, good luck with the 6s, so I'm not going to change them right now, but let them take it longer. I believe that that might be the case. But when they start pulling and the rod's bending, it's, it's hard not to pull back. That's okay, though. I appreciate any and all. You can throw all the advice you can. I'll take it and discuss it and talk about it. And there's no right or wrong. Sounds like you're swallowing the baby. You gotta love it, but not getting the hook where you can get it. But like I say, the first 3 I caught no problem. After that, they're getting off for some reason. I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't know if they're just they're holding on to like the back of the hook or something. I don't know. I think maybe letting them have it a little bit longer is the key. We'll see. See what happens with the next one. Swallowing the baby. Yeah, That's the autocorrect. You usually let them set the hook themselves. Yeah, I agree there, but I don't have my rods in the rod holders that I can do that with. So I got these are bait runner reels, so I got it where they can just pull out the line. If you have it in a good rod holder, then you can let them, yank on it. So I agree with that. Probably talk to text. Yeah, probably is. It's funny sometimes what comes up with that. I need to start proofreading this before. That's okay, Tim. We all know it happens, and we can figure out what you're trying to say there. But sometimes it gets pretty funny. Definitely a great chat though this morning, folks. Thank you for being here. Thanks for adding all the comments and suggestions and things like that you always do. It always starts a good conversation, and I think we all might learn something eventually from somebody doing something. Sometimes when you get older like me, you just get stuck in your ways. But there's a lot of different things you can do to catch fish. Yeah, normally when they take it on the bait runner reels, if I pick the rod up and they're peeling line off, it's usually time to lock them up. But the last couple of times, now that I'm thinking of it, I picked it up and they weren't really taking the line out, but I could feel them on there, so I pulled. So that's probably the problem. Let's see. Don Johnson. I got 3 on the bank, and then I've lost about 4, maybe 5. When I got here this morning at 7:30, I threw the first rod in, and it started bouncing right away. And so we got 3. One of them was about a little over 7 pounds. The other 2 were smaller. But I've had lots of bites, but they're either getting off or not holding on right now. But pretty good action today, Don. I think it's 3. I know I got 3. Maybe I got 4. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many I got. I think I got 3. I know I got 3. I might have got 4. Wow, that's good. Need to change hooks. I don't need to change the hooks. The hooks are fine. I think the fish are getting smarter, is what I think. They're biting on the back of the hook instead of the front of the hook. No, I think I may be getting a little too anxious and pulling on them too quick. So I need to give them a little more time with it. Does the walking trail go along the river? Yeah, it does, dog. It's Schuylkill River Trail. It's in bits and pieces, but a lot of it goes right along the river. It goes from where I'm at all the way down to Philadelphia. Not all of it is right along the river, but a lot of it is. The section I'm on is probably a good 2-3 miles long. A lot of people ride their bikes from up here all the way down to Philadelphia and back. It's just some of the trail is not right along the river, but most of it is very scenic and pretty nice. They ride their bikes, they walk their dogs, they run, they do all that good stuff. It's a nice, well-maintained trail. You could look it up on Google probably, Schuylkill River Trail, and it'll show you and tell you about it. Hooked real bad. Good morning to you. Thanks for popping in, man. Had a little bit, we had a good bite going here earlier this morning, got 3. Been losing them. I've lost at least 4 or 5 now, but they are still biting. We're just waiting for our next bite. If you would have told me that in 1970 that I'd be watching a guy fishing on the tap, Tim, you are correct. I mean, I often think about that. You know, isn't that something? The technology is something. I often think, what's it going to be like in 100 years? You know, well, we won't be around to see it, but you know, is there going to be flying cars? Are you going to be able to? It's mind-boggling as to where it'll be in 100 years, if we're still around, if the world is still here. I'm talking about 1970. I remember when I first got hooked up to the internet with AOL, and you know, you had to dial up, and I was absolutely amazed. Somebody at work had told me that you could get on the internet and you could talk to other people, and that just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. So I went out and I got a computer and got set up with AOL, and it just kept on going from there. Still waiting for the smell-o-vision. Yeah, that'll be coming. There'll still be taxes. Yeah, there'll be taxes. They'll be taxing anything they can tax. They got fees for everything, so I'm sure they can tax it more. If they think about it, they'll find something they can tax. That's the way it is, and you can't do nothing about it. Just think positive. Excuse me. The Jetsons, there you go. I don't know if it'll be like that in 100 years, but we'll definitely get there. Zoom, zoom. You'd be able to go upriver in your little, what do you call it, little drone thing, and you'd be able to kind of like hover above the water, drop your line down and catch fish, and then zip away. In 100 years, they're going to look back at the technology we have today, and they'll be laughing at us. Thinking how crude it is. If there was smell-o-vision, kids would be eating. You got that right. I heard today they're starting to, the kids are getting addicted to all this stuff. The only thing I say about that is the parents are not controlling the kids' time. But it is something. I mean, every kid you see has their head buried in their phone. It's crazy. Geez, Ed, some of them do that now. I know Scooter does a lot of fishing on his computer. Or at least he did during the winter. I think right now he may have put that away and he's getting out real fishing. But Griswold, one thing stands even in the... Yep, you're right. I hope fishing should never go away. In some way or form, in 100 years, people will still be fishing. They'll probably be fishing right here and talking about back in the good old days when people used to go live on YouTube. We used to watch a guy named LEN F Fishing, and he used to catch a lot. All right, I'm getting carried away. But yeah, you know, that could happen. Well, Ed, pay attention to your rod. You might get a bite. I'm expecting a bite any minute now. It's been a little bit. Oh yeah. Well, today, hey, if you guys, if you follow my channel, I also put out trail cameras, and I've had one out at a fox den a couple times this year. If you go back on my videos, you'll see it. But I've had my one camera out there for almost 2 weeks at the fox den, trying to hopefully get a little bit of video of the kits that are coming. They should be coming out of the den now. They were born about 2-3 weeks ago, and they should be coming up and out of the den. So I'm going to pick up my camera today, see what I got on there, do a little editing, and put a video together. So if you like foxes, I got a real good spot. I got my cameras right on the den. I think I got at least 2 videos up already of the foxes right at the den. And today when I pick it up, I hope I got some of the little ones coming out. So if you like that kind of stuff, go to my channel, hit the subscribe button, and check it out. The suckers are in thick. Yeah, that's Aaron, the suckers are running up the creeks right now too, around here. I've heard of people getting them. We used to get when we were kids with like a, not a spear, but a thing with a bunch of spears on the end. I don't know what the heck you call them. Anyway, yeah, we usually get them, but yeah, they're running up the creeks. Yeah, dogs. I hope I have some of them coming out of the den. I hope I'm not picking it up too early, but I think I'm gonna go pick it up. Wow, it's a big sucker, 8-10 pounds. Woof. That's a big sucker. People get them here, and they are using them for bait, for cut bait. They do pretty good with them. A gig, that's it. A gig, that's it. But yeah, we used to run up the streams and chase them. We did it at night mostly, but we used to chase them and gig them when we were kids. That was fun. Chase them up out of the deeper pools. They'd run up the rapids, and you'd run after them and try to spear them, try to gig them. Jay Getz, thanks for bringing back that word. I forgot what they were called. But yeah, like 4 or 5 prongs on them. They have bigger ones that people use for ice fishing, but these were like on a broom handle. Ah, what a nice day. Little breeze kicking up here. Let's see, I just turned them loose. Heard you can make fish cakes. Yep. Unless you were stranded, yeah. Oh, Tim, yeah, I used to watch the one eagle nest in Hanover, Pennsylvania. I used to watch that one. I haven't looked at it this year, but yeah, I guess the eggs have cracked and the little ones are in the nest. That's always a good thing to do too. I got hung up on that a couple years ago, but I have not checked that out this year. I kind of forgot all about them. We do have an eagle around here. I didn't see him today, but you usually see him every day if you pay attention to it. But there is a nest somewhere around here. I imagine they're doing the same thing. Southern Fried Radio, good morning to you. Hey, thanks for coming in. I've been on since 7:30. Got 3 fish so far and missed 4 or 5, so we're having some action. Channel cats, obviously. Here comes one of the trail maintenance guys checking out. They maintain the trail pretty good, but they ride up and down just to make sure that the fallen trees are gotten out of the way and nobody's killing anybody and stuff like that, you know. They keep an eye on things. .95 in central Illinois. Holy crap, it's only going up to 70 here. I'd love to come over, but I'd bring you bad luck. Oh, Donna. Since I guess they take a walk down here. I mean, you wouldn't bring me bad luck. They were biting really, really hot and heavy for the first hour. And like I had told you yesterday, when they stop, they stop. And right now, I mean, the last bite I got was probably 15, 20 minutes ago. But when I first started, they were banging. So it might be over soon. I'll give it some more time here, have another cup of coffee or so, see what happens. I don't think Steve got anything. He was on the dock this morning. Fish sticks, I would, but you know life. I don't get that. I must have missed something there. Fish sticks, what are you talking about? Oh, going fishing today, okay. All you can do is stay healthy. So when you retire, you can go fishing every day like I do. or almost every day. Ah. Come on, fish. Donna, I got to bring you down here one of these days. If I got to put you in my wagon and pull you, get you down here and get you on some fish. You're gonna work till lunchtime today. Oh God! What time did he get here? He must only fished for maybe an hour. When I got, he was there at a little after 6 o'clock because I was at home and I checked it out on my computer, and he was live. When I got here at 7, maybe a little after 7, he was still here, and he wrapped it up not too long after that. Yep, take advantage. If you got the whole dock to yourself, take advantage of it. Muddy Mud Dog, good morning. The fish are biting. The fish were biting. I got 3. I got 3 up on the bank, and I probably lost 4 or 5. The bite was pretty steady up till about a half hour ago, and it's slowed down now. But we had some good action. I have a great chat going. We've had some good fishing action. You can go back on the video. When I first started, threw the rods in, and right away the first rod started banging. So right in the beginning of the video, if you want to go back, you'll see the first fish. Fish sticks, I'm down from the dock. There's a bite. I got a couple. I keep losing now. Nothing wrong. A good bite there. Lost.
Catfish or something?
Yeah,
else?
catfish, catfish.
Nice. How deep is the water out here?
Huh?
How deep is the water out this way?
I'd say 8 or 10 feet. Same thing happened. Pulled too early, didn't I? Too damn early. When am I going to learn? When will I learn? Probably never. I tell you, I hate liver. I did the same thing again with that last bite. I pulled too early. I couldn't wait. Muddy Mud Dog. What part of the river you on today? I think I answered that, but I'm about a half mile down from the dock where I was last week. But I've been missing the fish. They've been biting, and I guess I'm pulling too soon. But I'm not doing anything different than I ever do. But for some reason, they're getting off. PA sportsmen can't get used to their circle hooks. Well, you probably know, but the trick with the circle hooks is you don't really give it a good yank to set the hook like you would if you were bass fishing with a lure and stuff. You just kind of put the pressure on. I'm not doing anything different, but for some reason the last 5 or 6 fish that I've actually felt on the rod got off. Getting a little windy here though. The wind's kicking up. What is it? Almost 10 o'clock. I appreciate the old man thing, because that's exactly what I am. But you stay active and you keep a good attitude, and you can make it to 100, I don't know. You know what I mean. Stay active, positive attitude, don't let the world get you down. There's a lot of crap going on, you just don't pay attention to it unless it directly affects you or your family. Don't pay attention to it. It's not worth hearing all the news from all over the United States of the traffic accidents and the people that got shot and the people that did this and no need to know that. Anyway, that's my rant. I'm done. I won't do it. Tom Petty, yes, you're right. Come on, fish. Keep thinking young. I always listen to, what I call the oldies, the music from the 50s and 60s. It keeps your head young. It really does. Gives you lots of good memories, keeps your head young, makes you think young. It's good for the mind. The last thing you want to do is retire and go sit down on your couch. Find something that keep you active. I do my pictures of matchstick men. Steve, what are you exactly in? Well, where are you and what am I fishing for? I'm fishing for channel catfish on the Schuylkill River in southeast Pennsylvania. Zachary, pictures of matchstick men. I don't know what the hell that means. Maybe you can tell me. John Fogarty, the old man down the road. Yeah, there you go. William Fugwe. Hello to you. Thanks for coming in. Chem 2. What bait am I using? It's strictly chicken liver right now. Oh, there's a bite on that other rod. I'm gonna let him run with it this time. All right, let's see what bait. Okay, my uncle's 81 and he's outside cutting brush with a machete. There you go. I'm familiar with the song there, Zachary. Like I just said, I listen to a lot of 50s and 60s music. It's what I grew up with, and what's I'll learn to talk in a minute. The calcills, yeah. Hi, folks.
Morning.
How you doing?
Just great. Anything biting?
Yeah, the catfish are biting pretty good.
Take them home.
No. Nah, they get to live again. I throw them back.
Waiting for somebody else.
Yeah. Zachary, you must be getting up there in age too if you're referring to the calcills. I like the classic rock too, but the 50s and 60s music is my first thing I listen to usually. Any minute now we're going to get a bite. Let's see. PA Sportsman, someone told me you let them hook themselves. Yes, that is correct. Well, if they're, see, it's funny how circle hooks work. I got bait runner reels on, so when I get a fish, he starts pulling line out. Give him a couple seconds, and all I do then is lock the reel up, and I pull, but I don't jerk back. I just pull back some pressure, and normally that's enough to get them hooked, and it hooks them right in the corner of their mouth. If you go back on my video, you'll see one that I was showing everybody how the hook's in the corner. But you don't really yank it. You pick the rod up, you feel the weight, and you just pull back in a nice, even, slow motion. And that's usually enough to hook up. You don't want to let them, if you just let them take it, they will eventually let go. I mean, sooner or later you got to pull on them, but you just don't pull hard. You just pick the pole up and you pull back, nice and easy.
Have a good day.
Hi, you too. Hot Rod Lincoln. There we go. Gonna drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that Hot Rod Lincoln. That reminds me, who will remember this? When we were kids years ago in the '60s, we'd go cruising up and down the streets. That was kind of a fun thing to do every night. Come on, fish, let's get another bite. I will not miss this next one. When I'm fishing for flatheads, I keep the reels, the bait runner reels active. And the flatheads, I'll let them run with the bait for 10, 15 seconds before I lock them down. That gives them time to get the bait, all the way down their mouth. But the circle hook, when you pull, the circle hook will come up and get them right in the corner of the mouth. It works every time, no fail. Well, except for the 5 I lost today. But Barbara Fleckenstein, hello. Haven't seen your name before. Thanks for coming in. You're welcome to comment or just watch. Timothy Hughes, you're listening to it right now. Getting a little breezy here. 10 o'clock, I think I'll probably wrap this up in about another half hour, maybe an hour. We'll see what happens here. We're gonna hang out here a little bit and keep going. We got a good crowd this morning. We got quite a few people hanging out watching. We got a whole bunch of likes. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're supposed to get some rain tonight, PA. Check your barbs and your hooks. Nah, the barbs are fine. I look at them each time I rebait. Nothing wrong with the hooks. It's me. It's not the hooks. It's me being too anxious. I gotta let them have it for a couple extra seconds. See, they'll grab it and they won't take it all the way in their mouth. And then when you pull on it, they'll hold on for a little bit, but then they'll let go. You just got to let them have it a little bit longer. Hey, Barbara, we're fishing, we're in southeast Pennsylvania. It's the Schuylkill River, and we're about 20 miles upstream from Philadelphia. It is a nice, it's a nice river, full of big flathead catfish and channel catfish, a good healthy supply of smallmouth bass, largemouth bass. As you get down closer to Philadelphia, you'll get stripers, you'll get walleyes, all kinds of different stuff. But up here, it's mainly carp and catfish, and smallmouth if you tend to go for them. So anyway, southeast Pennsylvania, the mighty Schuylkill River. It's a nice river. Been fishing it all my life. I love it. Lots of scenery. Diversified fishing. It's comfortable. It's easy to get to. That's why I like it. Easy access. Anyway, the barbs on the hook aren't really the problem. There's a bite. It's the hook point itself that you got to keep an eye on. There it goes. He's taking the line out. Watch him take line out. See it? He's taking the line out. Still pulling, I can feel him on there. Now I'm gun shy. I don't know why I'm not hooking up. I had no problem this morning earlier, and now I can't seem to get a hook in these fish. Let's see, what are we missing here? I was wondering where you're fishing. Used to fish the Delaware. Delaware is still a good river to fish. A lot of good fish in there. Do you need to get another 17 pounder to get the, yeah, I need to get anything to get my confidence back. Can't seem to get the hook in these fish. PA Sportsman, I never have this issue. I don't know what's going on, but I never have trouble with the circle hooks. This is kind of weird. They're biting. They just aren't taking the bait. They're pulling it, but they aren't taking it. Eagle claw snelled hooks. Yeah, they were definitely a go-to. But I like the circle hooks because they don't. The fish never swallow. It's never down their throat. It's always right in the side of their mouth. For catch and release purposes, it's the best thing to do. I don't know what's going on this morning. This is it's kind of weird. Barbara, it's a 6/0 circle hook right now. Sometimes I go to bigger ones, an 8 or a 10/0 when I'm fishing for flatheads. But right now, the 6/0 circle hooks. But I've never had this problem before where I'm missing to get the fish hooked up. This is something weird. Something weird is going on. Something really weird.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Anything biting?
Yeah, they're biting. Yep. Yeah, I got 3, and I've been missing quite a few right now, but they're still biting. Yeah. Doing good. Finding anything good?
No.
No. Once in a while, you must find something good once in a while, though.
Not really.
No?
No. Weird stuff sometimes. But
Well, that's kind of what I mean.
yeah.
Weird. Yeah, well. Okay. Yeah, and circle hooks, there's two different kinds. There's inline and there's offset. You know, PA Sportsman, if you're using offset circle hooks, that might be part of the issue. I always use inline. Look it up on Google, you'll see the difference. Inline circle hooks. Yamagatsu circle hooks. Hey, Texas River Cats, good morning. Texas River Cats, I just gave you a badge there, or a wrench, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Thanks for coming in and checking things out. The channel cats are biting. I've actually got 3 up on the bank, but for the last, I'd say, hour or so, I've been getting the bites but missing the fish. Don't know why. You're welcome. You're welcome there, Texas River Cats. Your name tells me that you're probably an okay person. The pointer circle hooks I have face back at the shank. Like so. Oh, that's the way they're supposed to be there, PA Sportsman. That's the way they are. Here comes some folks with a dog. Little dog coming down. Whew. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How's he doing? Hi, buddy.
He's doing good.
Hi, buddy. How are you doing?
No coffee.
All right.
For him. Have a good one.
Yep. See ya.
PFA runs good now, and he was saying something about, he wants to
Have you ever caught an American eel in there? When I was a kid, we used to get a lot of eels. There's a bite. He's running the line out. What the hell is going on? I don't know. He felt him on there, and as soon as I put the pressure on, he dropped it. We gotta get the hell out of here. This is bad luck. This is bad. I don't know what the hell is going on. Never had this problem. I don't know. One more try here. One more try. We'll try it. It's almost ridiculous. It's almost funny what's happening here. You get all these bites and you can't get a damn fish. And there was another one, same thing. Felt him on there, he's pulling line out. I gave him some time. As soon as I put the pressure on, he dropped it. Don't know why. Let's see. Yeah, Barbara, you're correct. Actually, right now they are, I believe they are anyway, catching the shad run in the Delaware up near Hope, yeah, what's it called? Up, not Hopewell. Anyway, yeah, the shad are running in the Delaware. They still do that. Right now, right on through probably the first or second week of April at least. It's probably right at its peak right now. I haven't done that for years. You missed a bite on the other rod. Oh, really? Yeah, that rod did get tapped a couple times before that too, but oh well. I don't know what, I don't know what's happening. I've never missed this many fish. It's weird. You know, maybe it's little ones. It could be little ones. You get those 1 or 2 pounders and they do just kind of suck on the liver without getting the hook near their mouth. So that could be the whole issue here. Because once in a while you do get a bunch of little ones bothering you like that, and that could be what's happening. And that's the excuse I'm going to use. It's a little ones. They might not be very enthusiastic. Ivan, the bite's good, but like I say, I think, now that I think of it, I think it's little ones. You know, the 1 pounders, the 1.5 pounders that are just, you know, sucking on the liver and not taking it in like a big one will do. The big ones will take the whole thing in their mouth and go. So there you are. I got my excuse for the day. I got into a bunch of little ones. They're got a good bite. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think it's the little ones. The big ones will take it and go. They don't mess around, but these little ones, they'll peck at it and suck on it and stuff, but they won't get it in their mouth. How big were the three? How big were the three? One of them was about 1.5 pounds. Another one might have been a little bigger than that, and then one of them was a little over 7 pounds. You can go back from to the video from the start, see them. Let's see. Tom asked we don't use that type of language here. Please restrict yourself from doing that. How blah, blah, blah. Thomas, you are becoming a pain in the butt. Goodbye. Some people just don't, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. This is a nice little family type of channel. I don't put up with any of that ridiculous stuff. Anyway, there goes a bite again on that first rod. It's gotta be little ones. I'm convinced that it's little ones. This is what little ones do. They just peck at it. There goes the rod bite on the second rod. I'd like to view the water, the people walking around. Yeah, Barbara, it's a nice, this is called the Schuylkill River Trail. It's a nice walking trail for people and bikers, and they walk their dogs and so forth. And the guy coming down here now, he's walking the trail, maintaining it, picking up trash. Ivan, I'll get to that in a minute. That was a quick walk.
Yeah, you can go all the way down.
Oh, didn't you? Okay.
Have a good day.
You too. See ya. What's the most interesting non-catfish you've caught while catfishing? Well, that's easy. How about a big old snapping turtle? And back on my videos, if you want to search them back a little bit, probably last year or year before, there's one called This Ain't No Catfish. I think that's what it's called. But it's a big snapping turtle that I got. You'll see it. It's a good video. I think it's called That Ain't No Catfish. But in the summer we do get plagued by snapping turtles and some other turtle that bothers our bait in the summertime. But a PA Sportsman, I think next time I am just going to let him do everything but pull my pole in. Hey, there's the bite again. See, that's what the little ones do. They just peck at it. Bam, bam, bam. The turtles will do that too, but I don't think the turtles are out yet. I haven't seen any. The little ones will just yank at the bait until they get it all off. We got a lot of leatherbacks. I don't know what we have here. I'd have to look it up and see what we have. I don't know what kind of turtles they are, but they're all over the place in the summer. Come on, fish. All right, let's see, it's 10:30 here, folks. I'll be live till 11 o'clock. I'll give it another half hour. Lee H. How are you? How are you, Lee? They're biting, the bite's pretty steady this morning. But my problem is, after I got the first three, I think I'm getting into a lot of small ones now, and all they're doing is stealing my bait. They're not grabbing it and running like a big one will. Soft-shelled turtles. Yeah, I think that's what we might have around here. But we got a lot of them. There's a lot of them along the river. Pocahontas County, what's train track? How you doing? But I am convinced that right now a whole bunch of small ones have invaded my honey hole, and they are just yanking at the bait. The big ones will take the bait and they'll run off with it. The little ones will just sit there and suck on it and grab it and pull on it, and they won't really do much else, and that's what's happening. I'm dead convinced that's what it is. Two likes away from 100. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody doing that. I hope everybody that's hanging out here enjoys what what's going on. I try to keep up with the chat, and I try to answer all the questions and try to make things interesting for you. If I do miss a question, just ask again.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. You go all the way down to the dam, did you?
Yep.
Yeah, good. That's a good walk. I wonder if I can like it myself, can I? No. Where are you fishing, Scott? Scott McPherson. I'm on the Thanks for asking. I'm on the Schuylkill River in southeast Pennsylvania. We're about 20 miles upstream from Philadelphia. This river goes down to Philadelphia, then it empties into the Delaware, and the Delaware empties into the Atlantic Ocean. And there's your geography lesson for the day. Pier Coops, good morning to you. Got 100 likes. There you go. Thanks, everybody. Oh my gosh. Pier Coops, good to see you. Haven't seen you for a little while. I know Bob's out someplace. I think he's along the river, but he's members only today. But I'm having some good luck. In the morning when I got here at 7:30, I got 3 pretty quick. They were biting pretty good. Since then, I've been getting good bites, but the fish aren't hanging on, and I think I finally, I was kind of wondering why I'm missing these fish, but I think the problem is they're little ones now that have moved in. And the little ones are just kind of sucking at the bait. Oh, Bob went public at 10, okay. He's on the river someplace, I'm not sure where, but I think he might be up above the dock. You know, there's a spot up there that he kind of likes. So I'm going to be on till 11. I'll give it another half hour. Right now I'm going to take a minute and take care of some personal business, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's better. The bite's been steady, but the little ones are causing a lot of grief. Can't hook up with them. It's got to be them 1-pounders that are just playing with the bait. Like I said, the big ones will grab it and they'll run, and they're easy to get hooked up. The little ones, they don't grab it. They just sit there and mess with it. And what looks like a good bite turns out to be nothing. But the fishing's been good today. The chat's been fantastic. Thanks everybody for adding in their comments and their thoughts and their suggestions and their weird bait concoctions. I take all that to heart. It's good stuff. Fish sticks. Hey, I'm down down in my honey hole, down from the dock there, you know, where I got the 14 there a couple weeks ago. I like it down here a lot more than up at the dock. The dock's getting old for me. I like it down here. It's peaceful. It's nobody else around except for the people that are walking and running. Ivan, thank you very much. I'm glad that you like it. I try to make it interesting for everybody. Keep involved with the chat and things like that. And usually it works out pretty good. And once in a while, you know, I even catch a fish. So that makes it even more special. But what makes it special is all you folks hanging out today, watching, talking, chatting, and stuff like that. Why so zero? Why so zero? Okay, how you doing? Anyone heard from Jimmy Boy? Jimmy Boy, who's Jimmy Boy? I heard his hot tent burned down in the wee hours. Jimmy Boy. Tell me more. What are you talking about? Never heard of that. Never heard of Jimmy Boy around here. I have a feeling I know what you're talking about, but be a little more specific. Tell me more. I have not heard of Jimmy Boy, but I'm getting the feeling that he might be like a person that's living in a tent someplace. That does happen once in a while, but I haven't heard of Jimmy Boy. The greatest YouTuber around, Lower Michigan Adventures. Huh, never heard of him. I'm in southeast Pennsylvania there, RH. Southeast Pennsylvania, Schuylkill River. Maybe that's why I never heard of him. Jimmy Boy, I'll have to look him up. Getting a little breezy here. Yes, I am going to the Skeeter Fest. That's shaping up to be a pretty good deal. April 11th, Green Lane State Park. Night Lake, I think, is the preferred location, but I'm sure Skeeter can give you better directions. Let's see, who's this? Still in ya, whatever. I don't know what that is, but hello. Thanks for coming in. Everyone, please enjoy your day today, and always don't nothing, no one steal your joy. That's a good positive attitude. I'm bringing my Lund. You're bringing your Lund? A crock pot of chili? Okay. And some fart spray. You might be wasting your time dragging your boat along, but I think there is a boat launch right up on that part of the lake. Now, I'm sure it's electric motor only if there is, but a pot of chili, that sounds good already. I know they got quite a few things for, I don't know if it's a raffle or if it's a like a door prize deal, but I know they got a lot of stuff ready for that. Get you up there. Yeah, I hope to see quite a few people that I've only known through my live channel. I'd like to meet some of the people in person. That'd be nice. Look forward to that. I think we all ought to have name tags. I got stickers. I'm gonna put a sticker on myself so people know who I am. Gonna dock your boat and raise some hell. Oh, you're one of those guys. What kind of Lund do you have? Tell me more about your boat. No, PA Sportsman, that's not what I'm doing. This is, if it happens, it happens, but I'm not about that. I enjoy the interaction with all you folks. I enjoy the interaction with the people, the questions they ask. When the kids come in, as long as they maintain themselves, they're very welcome. But this channel is definitely not about money. But if it happens, it happens. I can't stop it. 20 skeeters out there with you. I can't believe Skeeter isn't enough for in-person meetings. PA Sportsman, thank you though, appreciate it. Lund makes boats. I know they make boats. What kind of Lund do you have? There's a whole bunch of different sizes and models. Lund is one of the best boats that you can get. It would be my preference if I ever bought another boat. Geez, oh man, I know what the hell it is. Good morning. How are you? Orlando Castro. Catfishing, yes, hello. Thank you for coming in and checking things out. Now let's get back to the Lund. I know what a Lund is. I know it's a fishing boat, but there's a lot of different models, and I was asking you what model you have.
Morning.
Hi. Hi. Oh, brother. I guess I'm done asking you about your boat, because you're not making any sense. Maybe you don't even know what model you have. I'm trying to interact with this guy, but he's not cooperating. Oh my. This is what keeps me going, stuff like this. I just had a bite, really? Which rod? I wasn't watching. Chase, thanks for waking me up there. I've been bothered by little channel catfish for the last hour or two. They just come and they peck at it. Like I said, I keep repeating myself, but the big ones will grab it and go. The little ones will just pick at it and suck on it and basically spit it out as soon as you pull on them. Sorry, just making sure you're awake. Okay, 1875 impact. Thank you very much. Now I know what you're fishing out. That's a nice boat. But I found it kind of funny. Used to float around in an old log fishing when I was a kid. And I'd beach the log when I was done. That's pretty neat. Jump on a log and float around. Oh, there you go. If you don't have a boat, you can make something else work. I used to have a belly boat. You know what they are. They were kind of fun for a few years. I've had my share of belly boats. How you doing? I've had a few kayaks. I've had a few boats. I had a alumina craft. I've had a couple other ones. Got rid of all that now. That's they're all behind me, and I've decided to just fish along the bank and relax. I'm thinking about trading it for a canoe. Do I know it? No, I don't know what a canoe is. Why don't you tell me? I'm sure you'll come up with some weird crap. Captain stabbing when I'm captain. I can't wait to meet you. You're a funny dude. I thought Skeeter was a little weird. I think you're gonna have him beat. I'm gonna keep my distance from you and Skeeter. I'll come try your chili, but that's all. Come on, fish, one more today. Let's go here. So anyway, a canoe is similar to a boat. It's also man-made. It has no motor. Well, you can put a motor on a canoe, I think. Anyway, where are you from anyway? What part of the state or country are you from? Once I'm fixing up my truck, I'm going to look for an aluminum boat to turn into a bass boat. That's a heck of a good project there, Ivan. I hope you can handle that. That's a lot of work. Got an old town canoe. It has seats and rod holders. Sounds like a nice canoe, but yeah, it's heavy. The old towns are good canoes. They're well made. Probably one of the most popular ones. Oh God, now I know I'm not getting near you. You're worse than Skeeter. Honest to God, you are worse than Skeeter. When I first met Skeeter, I couldn't believe it. I got to know him pretty good. He's funny, but you are a step above. Do I drink? No, I do not. I learned my lesson over that. I don't drink anymore. Coffee, tea, maybe sodas once in a while. I might have a beer once a month, but that's about it. There was a time, though, however, when I could put them away pretty good, but not no more. Oh, magic! Now you're really. I'm keeping my distance from you. I'm not even going to have your chili now. I can't trust you. I'm going to have to talk to Skeeter about you. I think I'll bring some handcuffs just in case. Yep, I'm going to ask Skeeter about you. Okay, let's get back to fishing here. We talked about boats and a whole bunch of other stupid stuff. 10:49 a.m. I got 10 more minutes. I'm going to give you all a 10-minute warning. I'm going to shut this down at 11 o'clock. I'm going to go pick up my trail camera, which has been on the fox den for almost 2 weeks. Going to see what I got there. Hopefully I will get some video of the baby foxes, the kits, because they should be coming out of their den this week. But if you follow my channel, you can see just a couple videos ago of the fox den that I found back in December. And from there I had my camera on the den for 4 or 5 days and put a video together of that. You'll see that one. And now this will be the last time that I interfere, but I'm going back and pull my camera off the den. Hopefully I have some good stuff. I'll do some editing and I'll get another video up in another day or two. So if you like foxes, don't miss it. Do you enjoy motorboating? Let's see. PA Sportsman, I think will. If you haven't seen my videos though, go back. You'll see it. It's about the foxes. I love foxes, so you know the videos that I put up there are edited. But the last one has the male and the female fox doing a lot of barking communication. It's pretty nice. So hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Let's see. Good morning. Wishing you a good day from 4:20 Pyro, good morning to you. I'm just about getting ready to shut down there, dude, but thank you for, I used to love, oh God, here we go. Ed, what are you talking about? Patalassanamilla, whatever that is, 121. I'm fishing for channel catfish. I got 3 channel cats today. I missed 4, 5, or 6 of them. So the day's been pretty good. The chat's been terrific. Can we get back on track and talk more about this and talk more nonsense? Oh, I'm gonna have to put you on what do they call it? A little rep. Yeah. What do you call it? What do you call it? I'm gonna put you on. Oh heck, timeout. That's it. I'll put you on a timeout. Oh, you are definitely worse than Skeeter. Good morning from Tennessee. My wife and I are joining you on our 10th. Congratulations, 10th anniversary. You're still a rookie though, you know that. How you doing, folks? Good day for a walk, huh? Yeah. Yes, it is. A timeout for promoting the channel. I wouldn't do that, dude. I'm just kidding you. See, I know you're kidding with me, so you got to realize when I'm kidding with you. Good morning from Antarctica. I don't believe that. I did ask you where you're from, but you didn't tell me yet. We could get back to talking about fishing. That'd be more fun, I think. Even the Great Lakes, the Rust Belt. Yeah. We're about in the Great Lakes. Wait, you live way up there and you're coming down here for this little get together? I don't believe that at all. You've been with your wife for 28 years. You're still a rookie too. This year will be number 58 for me. I don't know how the hell I did it, but but I did it. 58, you got married in 1968. So if my math is correct, what is it, 57 or 58 years? Huh. The whole secret is just stay away from each other at this point. Let her go there and I'll come here and everything will be just fine. Entity Vortex something 328, thank you. 33 years, very good. Real monster, good job. You've been with the same woman for nearly 6 years. No wonder. It's been white for a long time too. You were born in 69. Yeah, well, that's okay. A lot of people were. I think the bite is over. I haven't seen the poles move for a while. But that's the way it happens, especially at this spot. They'll bite like crazy when you first get here, and then it slows down, and then it stops, comes to a complete stop. So we shall be wrapping it up in 5 minutes, but hang out a little bit more, you never know. The energy I have comes from the people in the chat. People like you. There's a lot of people that are just the opposite. It's fine. It's a really good mix, and it keeps everybody thinking. And I enjoy the diversity of everybody's thoughts, the age and things like that. It's what keeps me going. And I hope you guys all enjoy it. What are you talking about, Barbara? Barbara, what are you talking about? Barbara, where you at? Block people out. People out there like to try to do that to me. All right, well, I'd always stay still until the very end, yeah. Meese is the plural of moose. I thought it was mooses. Anyway, on this channel, just to give you a little thought, I don't do any politics, no religion, and I will not put up with any foul language. Most of the other stuff I can live with, unless you get so crazy that, you know, anyway, whatever. Fish sticks on the Schuylkill River, yes. Schuylkill River today. I'm down in my honey hole, down from the dock, but I am only going to be on for about 2 or 3 more minutes. It's good to meet all the new folks coming in and all the regulars that hung out. Been a good day. We had a good time. Caught some fish there in the beginning and then kind of slowed up, but we had a good time. Chicken liver was the preferred bait today, although I did try some other stuff. We got some crappy weather coming in. Today's real nice. It's going up to 70. It's a real nice day, but then the crappy weather's coming back. We're going to get some rain, and it'll probably be next week until I get back out here. But this is definitely my honey hole. When I get done here today, I'm going to go pick up my trail camera from the fox den that I've had out there a while. So keep an eye on my YouTube channel and you'll see a new video go up in a day or two. There's already 2 on there from this fox den. You can check them out. But now I'm hoping that I learned how to talk, that they brought the kits out. The kits were born about 2 or 3 weeks ago. They should be ready to come out of the den, and I'm hoping to get some of them on my video. So, hope we do that. Let's see, prayers to Jimmy Boy. Hope he's okay. Don't know anything about Jimmy Boy yet, but I'm sure you'll tell us. Let's see, what ever hit where the Perkiomen hits the river? Yeah, fish sticks. I used to go down there a whole lot. I haven't been down there for a lot of years, but I used to catch muskies off that point. Smallmouth bass, all kinds of stuff there. I've fished there all my life, probably since I was 10 years old. Fished the Schuylkill River and the Perky. The Goodrich Dam, which was on the Perky right up from that, you probably remember that, was a great spot for fishing. Of course, they tore that out years ago. But yeah, that's a good spot too. Let's see what else I'm missing here before I shut down. Good show. Thank you, Stamp. Thank you very much. Prayers to Jimmy Boy. I'll have to check out Jimmy Boy. Double tap the blah, blah, blah. That would be a great name for a restaurant, the Fox Den. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Yesterday I dropped a poop in my bed. Oh man. See, you're pushing it now. Don't need to talk about that. Fox's Pizza Den is already a thing. Oh, okay. All right. So, 11 o'clock. I'm going to shut her down, guys. Again, thanks everybody for coming in, hanging out, chatting. This has been one of the best chats I've had for a while. Very diversified subject matter. And I even caught you a couple fish if you were in early. Next stream, Ivan, there'll be, I don't know what, got to get through this weather. I don't fish on the weekends. Got to spend that with the old lady, you know. But next week, I'll be back out here again. So, see y'all later. Thanks for coming in. Goodbye.